This is real, unbiased boxing.
Hey, how you doing, Sports? We're talking back again with another one. So, Tank Davis versus Cruz 2 is on. It's most likely happening. 80% chance that's going to happen. There's no other opponents for Tank to be looking at. That could be an easier pick to get. And plus, this has a quote-unquote buzz. The Viva boys have stated that Tank Davis is scared of Cruz, don't want a rematch. And all. Now, listen here. I'm going to be honest and say this real quick. That myself personally, this is me speaking, I thought Cruz at least won that fight or it was a draw. I'm telling you what I got to say. And I'm guessing because Tank has went to jail and then his last time when he fought Cruz, he said, hell no, I don't want a rematch. Remember this stuff, you guys, some people, as I said, the Viva boys are very easy to manipulate. Cruz, Davis and his team allowed Cruz, listen what I'm saying, guys, I'm telling you guys, listen when I say this. They allowed him to be who he is now so Tank can have a blowback to beat somebody and look like he's the man. Because right now, look at the last what happened with Cruz. He got it basically exposed. If you fight a guy that's a boxer that can move and got a little pop on him, you can beat this man. The last fight Cruz in was a robbery. I forgot the guy's name. He is right here from Box Rec. That's him right there. Dude wasn't just a typical come forward fighter. He moved around, used his footwork, and was tagging Cruz. Even people in the crew, in the crowd, this was on the Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford undercard. My God, about that, guys. And people was like almost booing because they couldn't nothing to say. Like, whoa, that other guy won that fight. How did Cruz get that W? Because it's a setup. They need Cruz to win so they can have the rematch. The Mexican Mike Tyson. You know, Tank didn't want to. They probably gonna play that stuff over 1,000 times on the pay-per-view. Oh, hell no, I don't want no rematch. So they make it seem like, oh, man, Tank is scared. Cruz could win, you know, but you guys just seen his performance. The best thing Cruz did was beat Gamboa extremely fast in a few rounds. I watched Gamboa at that. So that made him this dog, this killer, because they brought back Tank didn't stop Gamboa. It took 12 rounds and the man Achilles was messed up and Tank couldn't stop him. Cruz gets in there and kills him. It's all a setup. I'm telling you, Tank is going to beat this man. You hear it from me. I don't know about stopping him because Cruz, what I can say, Cruz is not a bum. Let me say Cruz is no bum. But he's not really a top spot 10 top fighter. You know, he ducked Shakur Stevenson. He ducked Frank Martin. I mean, he's a habitual ducker for that. Instead of fighting those guys and proving his worth that he really is a legit top 10 guy. I mean, he's not a bum, guys. He's top 15 for damn sure. Cruz can be a very good gatekeeper. I mean, very solid gatekeeper. Solid. You're not getting in that top 10 unless you go through him. That's going to be a damn near impossible thing unless you really are that one of them top 10 guys. I'm telling you guys what it is. But the more you look at it, guys, look at the lineups. Who else was Tank was going to fight? You know, he's definitely going to fight none of these, you know, Chris Stevenson, Devin Haney, the Frank Martins, you know, he wasn't going to fight none of those guys, you know, other guys on his level, top 5 guys. But we keep giving Tank this pound for pound fighter. He's the best in lightweight because of what? Oh, he sell tickets. Oh, he make more money just coming in the ring. Okay, guys, listen, man. It's not all about sales when it comes to boxing. Who has he fought? Who has he beat? What are the numbers when it comes to that? Y'all tell you Devin Haney ain't nothing, but he got all those belts. He's the number one guy. He's the top guy. Devin Haney can't sell. He can't sell, but he was getting paid more than most of these guys at lightweight. I'm telling you guys what it is. He might have made a sell, but guess what? He does have belts. He has something you can put on the headline, undisputed or multi-champion. You can put that on the headline. Tell you guys what it is. Tank is that. Listen, guys. When Canelo Alvarez is gone, the next guy in line is Tank Davis. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna be a hater and say that it ain't Tank. I'm not the Viva boys. I don't do that stuff. I'm not the what kind of dudes. I don't do that stuff. I'm telling you guys what it is and how I'm going. Me as a boxing fan know what it is. I'm telling you guys. You hearing it from me. If you have any opinions out there, shoot, throw the channel out of me saying this. This where you get your information at. This what you hearing. This what I believe. This is a boxing fan saying that Tank Davis. You know, I don't got too much respect for Tank because I got to say he ain't fought nobody. But next in line, who else is it? Who is selling out arenas like that? Who's doing 10,000 plus tickets in a day or two when it's posted for sale? Who the new guys? I ain't talking about Anthony Joshua, Deontay. Those are old guys. Wilder, Anthony Joshua, they about to be out of here in a year or two. I'm talking about the young dudes that still got 5 to 10 years left. I'm just telling you guys what it is. Who else is that? Shakur do some decent ticket sales, but he not selling out nothing. Haney does, decent, not better than Shakur ticket sales, but he still do good, solid, decent ticket sales. But who is really doing what Tank Davis is doing? This man fighting nobodies and doing over 100,000 pay-per-view buys. 100,000 versus a nobody. He fought Hector Garcia and did 100,000. That might seem bad, but fighting nobodies. Understand what I'm saying? Fighting nobodies, doing that much is a great thing because it shows that if Tank fight a live body, someone else with a name that can sell to, it's going to do good numbers. Over 300,000 for sure. It's just what it is. And now he fighting Cruz, and Cruz got this hype behind him because the Viva boys put this hype behind him. Hopefully they'll check in because, they love to do all this stuff. But when we talk about the Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight, the people that don't sell, as they say, was selling. I got a family that went to that fight. I was busy, work shit going on. You guys see my situation, what's going on with the I almost got robbed for X-Backs, and I almost, had to shoot somebody almost and all that. Y'all seen all that, right? While they was at that fight, it was mostly the people that don't buy tickets and buy pay-per-views were there. I'm talking about boxing fans, black boxing fans. I say boxing fans like that because not just that too, we got Mexican Americans that are boxing. When I say boxing fans are just boxing fans. The Viva boys are the Mexican dudes that talk crap about, oh, Mexican run boxing, all of this retarded shit. Then we have the Wakandas who say, blacks is this, they ducking black. I'm just telling you guys what I'm giving you my lineup is and how the people be talking and stuff. And this is why I say what I say. I don't say this to point out a certain race of people and make fun of. No. I'm just pointing out what that group of certain people do, and I call them this and I call this that. But us, as you watching this, are boxing fans. Sorry to go on that rant. I'll make some video on that. But Tank Davis versus Cruz is next. My prediction is Tank Davis going 12 rounds with Cruz. Of course, I don't know about stopping him. He may drop him a few times. He's going to either be 2 or 3 rounds up on Cruz very easily because the last fight with Tank, his hand was hurt. I can tell Tank was a little bit off, but Cruz came to kill. Cruz was hungry, and I give him that no excuse. Cruz was hungry. Is Cruz as hungry as he is now? He's not, because this Cruz was sitting like Andy Ruiz, but at least he, signing contracts and do what he got to do. Sitting like Andy Ruiz and, not taking these paydays. He missing opportunities. Imagine if Cruz beat Shakur Stevenson. Imagine if Cruz beat Frank Martin. Just imagine this stuff. How much bigger would his name be? How much of a star Cruz would actually be? He'd be on Telemundo. He'd be everywhere, man. Shit, BET, baby. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys what it is. Cruz be that dude because I know a lot of black fight fans that liked Cruz. They like Pitbull Cruz a lot. I'm telling you guys, it's black dudes out there that black boxing fans that like Cruz a lot because he come out there, he show that dog, he fight like Mike Tyson, and he's a very humble, chill, cool dude. I'm just telling you guys what it is. That's why I like the Cruz. But when he ducked Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin, I was like looking with the side eye, like, man, come on, man. You supposed to take those fights, man. But then, guys, you guys think about this fight right here, Tank versus Cruz 2. You think Tank gonna take it? Cruz gonna take it? Think it's a good matchup? Other than that, my man, peace.
Undisputed Talk. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.